Hello, students. Welcome to the practical class of Warehousing and Distribution Management. In this course, we will learn what warehousing is, what warehousing management is, and what the general process of warehousing operations is. Let's reveal them one by one. Firstly, Tsong is also called warehouse, which is a general term for buildings and places for storing items. Shu means to receive and store, for future use. It means to receive, store, and deliver for use. The concept of warehousing is generally divided into narrow and broad senses. In a narrow sense, it refers to the storage and safekeeping of materials through warehouses. In a broad sense, it refers to the stagnation of goods from the place of dispatch to the place of receipt, at a certain location, in a certain place, and for a certain period of time. This stage involves inspection, storage, maintenance, distribution, processing, collection, and transshipment of goods. So, what are the functions of warehousing? The functions of warehousing can be divided into two aspects: economic functions and service functions. In terms of economic functions, the first is the function of consolidating shipments. Consolidate the warehouse, receive the materials specified by the manufacturing plant to be transported to a specific location, and then integrate them into several batches of goods according to each location, and send them to the destination separately, which will reduce transportation costs. The second is sorting and cross-docking. The operation of sorting and cross-docking is similar to that of integrated warehouses. Sorting warehouses or sorting stations sort or split combined orders into multiple batches and arrange for the local transportation department to be responsible for transportation. Retail chain stores widely use this form. The third is processing and postponement. Warehouses achieve postponement or delayed production through distribution processing. Where appropriate, the final process of packaging or labeling the product is postponed until the demand is determined. Manufacturers can provide customized products for specific users, reducing the risk of blind production. Warehouses can also dynamically control inventory. The fourth is the storage function. Storage provides inventory buffer, ensuring that production and business activities are still guaranteed to proceed under the restrictions of cargo volume and customer demand. Coordinate the contradiction between production and consumption. In terms of service functions, the first is the regulation function. Warehousing plays a role like a reservoir in logistics. While regulating the contradiction between production and consumption, it can also realize the adjustment of transportation conditions, transportation methods, transportation routes, transportation scale, transportation tools, etc. The second is the inspection function. In the process of logistics, in order to ensure the quantity and quality of goods, it is necessary to carry out effective inspection of the goods. The warehouse provides a place and conditions for the inspection of goods. Third is the collection and distribution function. Warehousing, collecting products for delivery, forming a certain volume, and then sending them to various consumer areas according to customer needs, achieving economies of scale and improving logistics efficiency. Fourth is the distribution and processing function, which is an extension of the storage function. Processing, packaging, assembling, sorting, and distributing items in the warehouse according to customer needs. Improving the social service effect of warehousing. Fifth is the market image function. Warehousing operations are responsive to customer needs, and providing high-quality services also helps enhance the company's market image. Warehousing can be classified according to the warehousing operator into the following categories. One type is own warehousing, mainly including the warehousing of production enterprises and the warehousing of distribution enterprises. Production enterprises carry out warehousing to ensure the supply of raw materials and the storage of semi-finished and finished products. And the objects stored are relatively simple, with meeting production needs as a principle. The self-operated warehousing of distribution enterprises is for the warehousing and storage of goods operated by distribution enterprises. Its purpose is to support sales. The second type is commercial warehousing. It is the warehousing operator providing warehousing services to the society with its own warehousing facilities. The warehousing operator and the depositor establish a warehousing relationship by concluding a warehousing contract, and provide warehousing services and charge warehousing fees according to the contract. The third type is public warehousing, which is a supporting service facility for public utilities, providing warehousing support services for stations and docks. The main purpose of its operation is to ensure that the cargo operations and transportation of stations, docks, etc. have the nature of internal services, and is in a subordinate position. The fourth type is strategic reserve warehousing, which is the country's reserve of strategic materials according to the needs of national defense, security, and social stability. Reserves of strategic materials. Strategic reserve warehousing pays special attention to the safety of reserves, and the storage time is longer. The stored materials mainly include grain, oil, non-ferrous metals, etc. Warehousing is classified according to function and can be divided into production warehousing, distribution warehousing, transit warehousing, and bonded warehousing. Processing type warehousing is classified according to warehousing and storage conditions. The first type is ordinary warehousing, which refers to the warehousing of items that do not require special conditions. And the equipment and warehouse construction are relatively simple with a wide range of uses. This type of warehousing has general storage places and facilities. Normal temperature storage, natural ventilation, no special functions. The second type is special warehousing, specially used to store a certain type or category of items. Warehousing is generally due to the special nature of the items themselves, such as special requirements for temperature and humidity, or easily have adverse effects on items stored together. Therefore, dedicated storage is required for products like mechanical and electrical goods, sugar, and tobacco. The third category is warehousing for special items, which have specific storage requirements and conditions that must be met, and it can provide a certain degree of protection. So let's summarize what warehouse management is. Warehouse management is the management of warehouses and the materials stored within. It is the process by which warehousing organizations fully utilize their resources, including warehouse robotics, capital, and technology. It is the planning, organizing, controlling, and coordinating process to provide efficient warehousing services. Warehouse management studies the operational management of the storage environment during the commodity circulation process, mainly including determining the warehouse size, selecting the warehouse location, and completing the warehouse layout plan, selecting appropriate warehousing facilities and equipment, and organizing the completion of daily operations. In addition, inventory control is also necessary, as well as safety management, etc., and making business decisions and cost accounting in conjunction with the enterprise's development. Therefore, the tasks of warehouse management are: 1. Allocate warehousing resources. 2. Organize the warehouse management organization. 3. Carry out warehousing business activities. 4. Organize warehouse production. 5. Build the image of the warehousing enterprise. 6. Improve the level of warehouse management. 7. Improve the quality of warehousing enterprise employees. Warehouse management should be based on the principles of efficiency, effectiveness, and service to carry out management activities. Therefore, the management models of warehousing operations are basically divided into the following three types. First, distinguished by time. This method distinguishes inbound and outbound operations based on working hours. For example, 8 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. is the receiving time, and 12:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. is the shipping time. This management model is mainly used for small-scale warehouse operations. Second, distinguished by operation method. Inside the warehouse, two teams of personnel are dedicated to handling inbound and outbound operations separately. Third, distinguished by operational function. Most modern logistics centers use this model, characterized by large storage capacity, many varieties, full service functions, and a wide service range. Customers have high demands, and each stage has dedicated personnel responsible. Next, let's understand how to reasonably organize warehousing operations. Reasonable organization of warehousing business processes refers to the objective requirements and management needs of warehousing. Organize and match directly related departments, links, people and things as reasonably as possible, so as to achieve the optimization goal of the warehousing operation system. Fast in, fast out, store more, keep it well, and save costs. It mainly includes two aspects: time organization and space organization of warehousing business. Time organization of warehousing business processes. It refers to the rational arrangement of each stage in the entire warehousing process in terms of time, thereby ensuring the continuity of production, eliminating and reducing downtime, and improving efficiency. To improve the continuity of the warehousing business process, every step from warehousing to outgoing should be closely linked, ensuring the continuity of the process, and eliminating or shortening waiting times, increase labor productivity, and accelerate inventory turnover. As for the coordination of warehousing operations, the warehousing operation business process and the required production capacity at each stage should maintain an appropriate proportional relationship, and personnel and equipment should be allocated according to the needs of warehousing operations, to avoid or reduce the stagnation of goods in various links and processes, thereby ensuring the continuity of the production process. For spatial organization, it is about correctly planning the location of various functional areas in the warehouse, correctly arranging the layout of functional areas such as the receiving area, storage area, picking area, temporary storage area, and goods inspection area, to ensure that the total distance of handling goods in space is the shortest, and the efficiency is the highest. On the one hand, work teams should be reasonably divided. The setting of work teams is mainly based on the throughput of the warehouse, the types of stored items and the characteristics of the operation process, etc. On the other hand, ensure the reasonable layout of warehousing facilities to ensure that various warehouse operations do not interfere with each other and collide in space. Now let's take a look at the general process of warehousing operations. There are many process forms for warehousing operations, from general warehouses to complex integrated logistics centers. The difference in its process mainly depends on different factors such as the business scale of the warehouse itself, facility conditions, customer aspects, and service aspects. The basic operation process of warehousing can be divided into three links: warehousing, in-stock, and out-of-stock. Each link has its own independent operation process. We will explain it in detail in the following content. Okay, this course is over. Thank you.